Hey, this is Ryan from RyeRob.com, and in this video, we're going to be talking about 60 niche blog ideas. These are topic areas that you should choose to blog about with proven demand. So these are going to be niche topics that are already researched. They have real blogs out there already making money, so it's proven that people know how to monetize these topics and readers want answers. So let's get started. Now, the most important thing to keep in mind when you're considering a niche to start a blog about is whether or not other people share that interest with you. Because if it's an interest area that only you care about or a small number of people care about, chances are it's going to be difficult to monetize. Now, if you want to start a blog for a hobby or as a reason to just diary and chronically an adventure you're going on, then that's okay. However, we're talking about niche blog ideas that have real, true, proven monetization potential in this video. First up, let's talk about some money-related niches because there's always room to teach people how to do better with their finances, right? That's a major area that a lot of people leave the house without learning much about, in my experience. So, first up, personal finance. Now, this alone could be considered a niche, though it can get relatively broad. So within the umbrella of personal finance, there are tons of other micro topics that you could have entire blogs about because there are so many subjects that could be covered and lots of questions out there for readers. So within the personal finance bubble, we could be talking about a niche like getting out of debt, responsibly using credit cards, how to earn more on the side, ways to set up smart investing programs with your salary earnings. So should you get a 401k? Should you be investing in mutual funds? That kind of blurs over into the lines of investing. So the stock market is an entire topic area for which lots of people don't know much about. And if that's an area that you are educated on or have experience in, then there's an opportunity to teach people those skills and gather that experience for them. So within investing in the stock market, you could then spill off into something like frugal living or minimalism, right? So you're getting how picking a niche isn't necessarily this very definite thing. Like many of these ideas will sprawl into other topic areas that are somewhat related. And so that gives you some flexibility too with your blog topics to not necessarily be locked into just one definite topic area. You could sort of cross lines into other areas that are somewhat related. Small business marketing advice, tax tips, digital advertising, sales coaching. These are all massive niche topic areas for which you could write about for years and years and years or create videos on, right? Tons and tons of topics you could cover within these broader niches. So you can find a more specialized niche within. However, these are great niches to start with, and then as you start publishing content and growing, you'll also learn from your audience. So it's always good to keep in mind that your niche is something that should be a little bit flexible as time goes on and you learn with your audience what they want, what they crave more of. Healthy eating, nutrition, general health and wellness, spirituality, meditation, yoga, recipes and meal prep advice, exploring restaurants in your city or general area, exploring restaurants in different countries and major cities around the world. This can really sprawl out in many different directions. Running, hiking, trekking, climbing, mountaineering, skating, biking, the list goes on and on as far as outdoor activities that have very substantial online audiences always seeking for advice, gear recommendations, tutorial content, the list goes on and on. Within the travel niche, there's tons of specialized niches that you can get into from there. So backpacking, luxury hotel stays, solo traveling, traveling as a couple, how to travel with kids, the best destinations to visit around Europe, staying in luxury hotels. The list goes on and on and on. And there's plenty of ways to monetize within the travel space as well. There's hotels that have affiliate programs. There's plenty of credit cards and travel-focused credit card companies that want to reward you for bringing in new customers for them. And so there's lots of affiliate programs. In my list link below, there's a ton of travel-focused affiliate programs you can consider joining. And that's not to mention selling your own destination guides or releasing presets for how to edit beautiful photos of your trip. So lots of potential in that niche. In the fitness space, there's also a ton of opportunities to specialize into more specific niches. You could go talk about weightlifting. You could pick any endurance sport that you have experience with. Hopefully you love it because you're going to be creating a lot of content about it. You could talk about training for athletic events if you're running a marathon or cycling long distances. There's lots of possibilities there too. Photography is its own entire niche with tons and tons of specialized places to go within that umbrella topic. So you could do outdoor photography, you could specialize in portrait photography, wedding photography, and naturally there's a way to monetize with selling your own services as a photographer to those that find your blog and want to hire you to shoot their photos as well. Talking about sports, basketball, baseball, football, soccer, volleyball, tennis, golf, hockey, the list goes on and on. There's large established audiences already for these sports. They love fan gear. They love learning how to play the sport themselves. There's lots of opportunities to monetize those types of topics as well. Parenting is a niche that has lots of opportunities within it as well. You could specialize in advice for solo parents, parenting while traveling the world, for example, advice for fathers specifically, advice for mothers specifically, lots of little specialized opportunities in there. Action movie critiques, discussions around popular television shows like Game of Thrones. Huge online communities existed that were very, very popular just to talk about Game of Thrones fan theories. Self-improvement, book reviews, productivity, career advice, interview tips. You can move into relationships, marriage advice, psychology, science, physics, astronomy. The list goes on and on and on. And I hope that these little ideas for possible niches that you could explore will plant the seed for something that you can go take and make your own and start your own blog about. And remember, the most important thing to keep in mind when choosing a niche for your blog is that you're proving to yourself that other people already exist out there who are searching for answers on this subject matter. You don't want to start a blog that only has you as an audience. Now, that could be a good recipe for a personal activity. However, if you want to build a business around your blog, there needs to be real people out there searching for content already. And that's proven by doing some of this research. And you want to do keyword research to make sure that there are at least thousands of people searching for these topics every day. Now, I want you to go ahead and click the link below this video. There's a step-by-step tutorial over on my blog that'll teach you how to pick a niche blog idea that's right for you and actually validate it out there in the real world to prove that this is a subject that you can actually build an audience around and then eventually monetize. So let's keep the fun going.